Harley Davidson about to launch their models of 2024. Are we excited about it? Do we even care? Do we expect them to deliver more than they have done in the past? Let's get into this one. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Harley Davidson, yes, they're bringing out their models for 2024, their products, their motorcycle products for 2024, and on January 24th. And yes, we're all waiting with bated breath. Now, I've kind of been a critic of Harley Davidson in the past for not doing their autumn reveals of motorcycles anymore. They shifted it to January. But I also said, every year I say it, actually, it's a bit of a marketing masterstroke where I can say, well, actually, in January, we're not talking about any other motorcycle manufacturer. We're just talking about Harley Davidson and what they're going to bring out, right? Especially kind of online commentators like me. So, what can we expect? Well, the 2024 bikes, the carryover bikes, have already been brought out. We know there are different colours. Great. And people aren't really enthusiastic about those. People are certainly not enthusiastic about the rise in prices. So why would you go and spend extra money on a 2024 bike that's exactly the same as a 2023 bike? Why would you do it? I'm not sure it's worth it unless all you're after is the brand new registration. When you get a brand new 2023 bike that's just been not been sold, you can also get a nearly new or used 2023 bike, 2022 bike with, let's say, 500 miles and 1,000 miles, which is exactly the same, and you'll save yourself a pretty penny as well. So there's a kind of people a little bit muted about what has been delivered so far, the 2024 lineup. A lot of people are saying online, and a lot of YouTube channels are saying 2024 lineup. But where are the Tourers? Well, we know the Tourers, the Street Glide Special, Road Glide Special, and all those kinds of bikes, well, they're not coming out. We know they're not coming out now because there's going to be changes. And that's what's going to be announced in the January 24th launch, right? They're probably going to get different fairings, just like the CVOs. We're probably going to get the infotainment system, just like the CVOs as well. Potentially, who knows? But if you watch other videos, and I've been getting messages as well about this, and I think $1 Million Bogan did a video about the CVO recently where it's saying, look, hey, it's got really big electronics problems, you know, with the sat navs and how it hooks up to your phone and how long it takes to start the bike and all this kind of stuff. And I think there's a few other issues as well. I haven't had a good look at the video, but go check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. But the point is that if you've got a bike, this CVO, that costs a huge amount of money, and you bring it to market, it's still got lots of issues. And we know this with first year model bikes. My advice is don't buy them. Wait a year, wait a couple of years until they've ironed out all the wrinkles, then you go and buy the bike. But that's another issue, right? You got a bike, you brought it to market. Now you're going to take that same technology and apply it to the Tourers for 2024. Well, maybe that same issue is going to then transfer over to all the Tourers, and you're going to have a 2024 bike if you're buying a Street Glide or a Road Glide, and you're going to have a whole year full of woe and headaches because it's always going to have these same issues. Now, it may not be, of course. It may be perfectly fine, but we just don't know that. But all you can go on is what's happened with some of the CVOs so far and what potentially could happen for 2024. We don't know if any other bikes are going to be sold by Harley Davidson, any brand new models. We hope maybe that another Revolution Max bike will come out. We've seen the sort of trailer, the teaser of new bikes that are coming out. Yeah, we know there's two Tourers in there. Those Tourers have got the CVO fairing on there. So yeah, fine, that's coming out. But what was the bike in the background? Is it a Softail? Is it another kind of touring bike? Is it a Revolution Max bike? Are there any other bikes that are going to come out? Are they going to bring out enthusiast icon bikes? All this is yet to be answered, and we don't know. And that's the beauty of a model launch. We don't know until it actually happens, and we certainly don't know what we don't know. So therefore, all this is speculation. But what I wanted to talk about in this video was really about, well, is anybody expecting it to be any better than it has been in the last few years? Is anybody expecting it to be amazing, an amazing reveal? I just don't think it's going to. I think it'll be good, but I just don't think it'll be amazing. And I think that's the problem here. I've just got a notification from Indian Motorcycles. They've just opened up a dealership, which I wasn't aware of, you know, so there we go. That just goes to show how much of my finger is on the pulse. They've just opened up a dealership right down the road from where I am, in direct competition with Harley Davidson, who are just up the road as well. Coincidentally, that's where I got my Harley from. They're inviting me to go around there and have a look. Now, I'm not saying that Harley Davidson dropped the ball. I'm certainly not saying that Indian are gaining ground on Harley Davidson, all the likes of BMW or Triumph are, which I believe they are, but that's a separate issue as well. But what I say is that Indian, if we just take Indian, they've got much more of an arsenal and much more of a product lineup that will attract a broader range of riders who are maybe just want to get into the cruiser lineup and want to get up into the touring lineup as well. Possibly they deliver a little bit better. I'm not saying they're better on price, certainly, because Indians are expensive as well, but they may just appeal to a broader range, especially with the FTRs as well. And those smaller bikes, let's say like the Scout, that they have, that Harley Davidson have kind of done away with. Now, obviously, Harley Davidson have got the Revolution Max engine, but they need to develop those bikes a lot more. And I've been saying this time and time again. This is your new engine platform. You really need to push the bikes with it. And they haven't really done it, really. They've got the Nitzer S, they got the Sportster S, which I kind of think a bit flops, really. But then, this is certainly outside of the United States, of course, I'm talking about. I'm sure in the United States they're reasonable sellers. But obviously the biggest seller has been the Pan America, right? And certainly for the United States. But have they been delivering anything that you're going to think, wow, I want to spend X, Y, Z money on that bike? Bearing in mind, this year they brought out the 2024 bikes already. They're even more expensive. We know the new bikes that are going to bring out, all the updated bikes, whether in the Tour or a brand new bike, are going to be expensive. We know that, okay? We don't have to be rocket scientists to work that out. So why would people spend even more money on a product that they're not even that enthusiastic about, or question whether it's even got the workmanship on it anymore? It used to be, it's American motorcycle manufacturer, these American motorcycles built in America, all that kind of stuff, made in America. They can't say that now. Nobody can say that now. Even if you claim that, nobody can say that now, because all manufacturers, they might assemble in a particular country, but it doesn't mean that all the parts come from that country. In fact, Harley Davidson, we know, source their parts all over the world. In fact, many of their motorcycles are not even made in America. They're made in Thailand, Brazil, India, China. They're made all over the place. And those bikes are shipped out to other parts of the world. It's only the bikes in America and Canada that are made in the United States, or they are assembled in the United States. So you want Harley Davidson to have higher workmanship, higher craftsmanship, better motorcycles. They're all metal, no plastic, all that kind of stuff. But we know that the technology that they're using on their bikes, well, it's flawed at times. It's flawed at times. This has been demonstrated with the CVOs. They got lots of glitches on those bikes. Apparently, I don't know this firsthand, but apparently. And there's lots of other motorcycles that they've had issues as well. Now, that's the same for all manufacturers, right? But other manufacturers are not charging you a mortgage just to get a motorcycle, whereas Harley Davidson are. Now, Harley Davidson they're probably aiming at an audience that is more affluent, there's more cash rich, older, more stable in life, so they can afford the bigger motorcycles, more expensive motorcycles. That doesn't make them better buys, and possibly this is why there's been a muted response since January the 1st, where we've seen these new motorcycles come in with their new colours and their higher price tags, apart from the Nitzers, of course, in the United States. But here in the UK, it's still £14,000 and so for a Nitzer, Nitzer Special, I believe, which is really expensive. So what do we think? Are they going to make it a better experience for Harley Davidson owners this year? Are they going to produce better bikes? Are they going to make them less expensive? I can't say they are. So where does that leave the market? Where does that leave people like you and I and other prospective buyers? Well, possibly pondering whether they want to either stick with the Harley Davidson they've got, buy a used motorcycle, or maybe just leave the brand. And that's the problem. The problem is that Harley Davidson might be going down a one-way street that they can't do a U-turn from. They can't get out this mindset of just bringing on new motorcycles that cost more and more money, as opposed to trying to take a backward step a little bit in many ways, or reverse gear a little bit and say, hey, actually, you know what we need to do is change the way we build bikes. Now, the teaser video that they produced is like motorcycles for a new era. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is what we're talking about. Maybe they are going to start a new era, a new style of motorcycles, new price points. attracting new types of riders, looking to the new generation. Maybe that's it. And maybe this is what we've all got to look forward to. Maybe this is what we should be expecting. Harley Davidson will be doing something completely different this year. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll tell you what, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting with bated breath to see what Harley Davidson do on January 24th. And will it be the big reveal that we hope it would be? I'm just not sure that it will. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I'll catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.